views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I want to welcome you to the Dr. Pat Show on Transformation Talk Radio. I'm Dr. Pat. Happy holiday to everybody out there. Amazing. Amazing. I want to thank you all for tuning us in and turning us on. Today, a very special guest. Dr. Agnes Frankel is joining us here today. She's a recognized longevity and natural beauty expert, trailblazer of health and wellness coach. And today she's joining the show so we can talk about beauty, wild wellness, how to get it all with my co-host, Dr. Agnes Frankel today. So just so you know, the mystery of beauty and wellness in today's show will be revealed. What is it that we've come to know about the term wellness? It used to be that we wouldn't talk about wellness or even well-being. We were either sick or we were not. But in this day and age, where we're looking at living longer, loving living longer, and taking a powerful message out into the world, regardless of where you come from or what walk of life you're in, today's show will take you on that pathway, will take you down the journey of what health and beauty and what the connection is between them. It's so important for all of us to really look at some very simple things we could do. Let me just talk for a minute. I was speaking with a very close friend of mine yesterday, and I said, you've got to drink more water. I even have a water machine, and it's like I got this Kangen water machine. And I drink the water 24/7. I use it in coffee, tea, all of the above. But it's so hard for people to get into the habit of carrying a bottle of water around or stopping every time you pass the kitchen, stopping for a minute, and before you know it, be looking right there and saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, maybe I should do something like that. Or maybe I should do something for myself that I haven't done before. What's so encouraging about this and today's show and today's message is that we have so many options. We have so many options in the world today. And that's what today's show is about. So I'm very excited to bring Dr. Agnes on board. I think Mr. Benny was connecting all of us together here today, and I'm not quite sure if we're there yet. How are we doing, Mr. Benny?
Yep, we're good to go.
Agnes, Dr. Agnes, welcome to the show. I just did an introduction, so I'm excited to hear, talking about beauty and wild wellness. Thank you for today. It's great to have you on the show.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
I must say, first of all, thank you having me on the show. I'm really grateful and so excited to be here with you, Dr. Pat. Really, I'm privileged. So thank you.
Awesome. So let's start out with this idea of health. I think that in the 21st century, we are now creating new terms. and one of them is wellness, which was not used, early on in this century or even the century before. But, now we're talking about wellness. But from what you've discovered, what is health? What have you discovered about it?
Okay, so first of all, when we're speaking about health, it's such a big issue. So what I am suggesting and what I'm asking, first of all, when having, for example, like coaching conversation is like, what is health for you? And I really would love everyone who's listening, and also you, Dr. Pat, just think for a while, what is being healthy for you? What does it really mean for you? Because I have this idea that for everyone, really, it's something different. Is it thriving in life, having the energy and the vitality and the vibrations that, yes, we can do everything, I can do it? Or is it just, going day by day, slowly, steadily? Or is it having, being on medications maybe and just having life passing by? So what is health for you? And if you would like to change it. So that's the question, that's the idea. That's what I was trying to explore and have been exploring for the last years. Because I need to tell you and I need to point out that the shocking revelation is a major analysis of disease burden worldwide has found that over 95% of world's population has health problems. 95%. So with over a third having more than 5 ailments. Can you believe that?
I think it, I think that, for somebody like me and doing what I do now in the world, the question really is a shocking question, but more importantly, the answer is shocking. What do you attribute that to, Dr. Agnes? Tell us a little bit about what you've seen.
Well, let me tell you about the health how everything started for me and why health and beauty actually. Because what I'm blending is the beauty inside and out. So it's actually something that shows up outside, but you need to really look at the holistic aspect of health and beauty. Those two things correlate and goes together hand by hand. So it all started, of course, with my personal issues. I was doing my PhD, was pushing myself very hard. And then I discovered, okay, I'm not healthy at all. I'm a medical doctor. I should be thriving right here, right now, and do everything to, be healthy. And I wasn't. So I started digging, and it all started making sense after tons of knowledge and doing my personal research of really true wellness and health. And what I discovered is how people are unhealthy, how our habits are unhealthy, and how really gain through beauty and wellness, and how really we can do it ourselves. Because what I know now for sure is that when you believe that someone can help you 100%, it's a big no-no. So first of all, when you think about health and getting healthy, you need to start from yourself. So that's when the decision must be made, like, hey, I want to be healthy. I want to do it. I'm making the decision. I will seek for help, of course, but it's, my duty to do it and to be thriving and having this health and wellness and, of course, beauty inside and out.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I'm so excited to talk to you about is, creating a new paradigm about health and wellness. And what I mean by that is, we are so buying in. Every time you turn on the television and you don't turn off the commercial, chances are, especially if you're looking at certain times a day, that somebody's telling you about what's not working in your body. But rarely are you hearing about what the potentiality is of our bodies, of ourselves. And, what do you think about this massive focus we have right now on aging? And I'm not talking about health, beauty, and longevity. I'm not talking about how to shift that, but I'm talking about how much energy is put towards aging.
If we are speaking about aging, Dr. Pat, it's really such a broad topic because nowadays, as you mentioned, there are two ways. The first way is people are thinking about, facials, the lifting, they want to look young, and that's it. So they just want to have this great outside appearance of aging. And the second aspect is really when you age, that's when the disease happens, right? So when you age aging is disease related. And let me just make a short intro. Aging as a topic is something that we will experience sooner or later in our life. But we can really do so much to maybe not stop it, but so much to thrive at any age. And that's what I am aiming to tell you right now how to do it and how to help yourself. Because let me just point a few aspects, if I may. When you age, as I said before, that's when the disease started to appear. So for me, when I blend this beauty, health, and wide wellness, for me personally, there is no point to look fabulous, but not knowing what your name is because you've got some, diseases, mental or neurological, or you've got, your back is paining and you're depressed. So what you're looking marvelous. My idea is to look marvelous and to feel marvelous and to be really healthy. That's what true aging is. Not only to prolong life, but to live healthy and happily, the best you can really be. And what I want to really commend you on, Dr. Frankel, is that you have not just created, let's just call it an outline for people to follow, but you actually create a blueprint and have come out and have helped people all over the world look and feel and smile all day long. I was reading some of the things that people say about working with you and understanding the model that you've created. I mean, this is really a time for us to look at our lives and know we can step into the world of possibilities. I mean, don't you talk about this idea of being a med rebel, of being out there for health, beauty, and wild wellness, not just mediocre wellness, right? Yeah. Okay, so the idea is, so first of all, just imagine something, if I may, because that would make it really easy for everyone to understand.
Yes.
So let's just imagine a big water, like the big underwater kingdom, like the Great Barrier Reef or whatever you can picture, with many fishes and, all this great visibility, all the gay colors. So I hope everyone can see it right now. And this big, big water with many fishes is your, and the single fish is your cell. So the fish to thrive, the cell to thrive, needs all this great water and the great visibility and be nourished in the awesome way. And then everything is okay, and you can picture this amazing ocean, this amazing sea. Everything started to get worse when you pollute the water. So this underwater kingdom loses visibility. It's really dark. It's really gray, and the fish started to die. And that's when diseases appear. So when you're thinking about the blueprint, as you said in the beginning, the blueprint that I created is your single cell has got the potential to live forever. That's what scientists say. That's what, is backed up with the scientific knowledge. And to live, let's quote it, forever and ever, you need to nourish it, to give it water, and to really take care of your single cell, because that's what your body is made of. And to do all those things, you need to look at single aspect of that underwater ocean, which is your body. You don't want to dilute it. You really want to have the holistic approach to your body to thrive. And that's really easy. And if you do it step by step, you not only will look fabulous and amazing, you will feel fabulous and amazing. And you will really age. Everyone is aging, so we can really stop it. But you will age with the most powerful way ever and the best you can really do it.
Yeah.
So that's like the basis for the blueprint, and I can happily explain with you and see you step by step if you want me to.
Yeah, I would love to know about the pyramid, about what you've created, and I know our listeners do as well, because what I think the brilliance about what you've done is have made it so simple, step by step. This is what you do. This is how it goes, and this is what you can remember about this. So I would love for you to share this with us. And then also, can you tell folks how they can find out more about you as well as your coaching program?
Of course, sure, happily. So when you think about wellness and health, just picture this huge pyramid. It has got bases, right? So the first single step, the basis of the pyramid, is your psychology. And that's really what's the most important. You wouldn't even think about psychology when you're thinking about, health, wellness, beauty. But actually, that's the most important aspect because it's up to you and everyone who is listening. It's up to each of us to make the decision that, yes, I want to be healthy. I want to thrive. So, of course, you can take a pill, and sometimes pills are important, but a pill won't answer all your questions. You really need to be willing to look great, feel great, whatever it is. Is it, losing weight, just looking fabulous, having better skin? It's up to you to decide. And the decision process is actually the most difficult one. So you need to decide, but then step after step, it takes time. It's not always easy. You will have bumps on the road. We are humans. We are not perfect, and it's okay because actually perfection sucks, right? So we need to smile during the way because, life is a journey, and that's really so important. If you're stressed about your goal, you'll actually cause the stress hormones to go higher and only mess with your body. So that's not the way. You really need to put your psychology into the relaxed mode, the happy mode, decide, and then stick with your decision. So that's the basis, the really huge thing. The second one, so we are going up, is breathe. And it sounds so simple, and everyone thinks they know how to breathe, but actually, I could speak for hours about breathing and what it does to our body and how to really breathe in a great way, because not many people can do it. In Ayurveda, they say breathing is like a prana. So with breath, you can give yourself energy or you can lose the energy. And breathing can help with so many aspects according to health and wellness. So really know how to do it. It's so essential. And sometimes something seems to be so easy, we're not paying attention, but hey, the easier, the better, right? So it's just to really, revise what we should know or just learn very quickly and just do it. Just try it, do it for yourself, right?
I know. You know what I love about this is some people don't even know that they're not breathing. And the reason that we all know that is because we just hold our breath so often rather than, get out there and do something that's going to allow ourselves and our body to breathe naturally. I mean, the difference between sitting and watching television and the way you breathe around that, or simply getting up and taking a short walk, it's almost as if we're training our bodies sometimes, Dr. Agnes, not to breathe, not to breathe. I know. Yeah. We have so much to talk about. I'm not even going to take a break today. So I'd love for you to continue.
Okay. So let me just say that with breathing, just when you think about please, and I want everyone who is listening now to remember, because there's no point of listening to me and to the show today, in my opinion, not to do a single step in action. So please remember that your body is like this ocean full of fishes, full of single cells that wants to really be full of life and good vibes and full of wellness. So breathing is really essential. Start to paying attention how you breathe. Even you, Dr. Pat, every day for 5 minutes, let's just focus. If we know how to breathe, if you know how to breathe, or maybe there's something we are missing and it's time to figure it out, right? Okay. So next thing is drinking water. And again, I made it so simple because it is simple. but actually it's so underestimated. The water we drink is really polluted, and it's good to know what to drink, what kind of water, from what sources, in plastic or in glass. And do you know that drinking single water, when it's like water in a plastic, can really harm and affect your body, and in a really huge way. Also, is the water alkalized or isn't it? It's also a different aspect that I will, dive deeper in the next episode, hopefully.
Yeah.
But just explaining shortly how water is important and essential. There are so many books and so many anecdotes that if you are not drinking enough water, you can really cause diseases very, 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 very rapidly. And in prisons, there are many doctors who do not have anything else despite water. So with single water, you can really help your patients to get better. And and this is another thing. Actually, I would leave our listeners who are listening to us right now that when you feel tired, just drink a glass of water and see how it works for you. Because around 70% of people who are tired are just dehydrated. Really, that's the science again. It's back with the science. So please, everyone, when you feel tired and sluggish, don't go for another coffee or tea. Just try to drink a glass of water, wait for 5 minutes, and see how you feel. Check it for yourself, and then tell me if it works for you.
What's better than getting 25% off your next prescription?
Yeah. I mean, we really take water for granted, I think, a lot of times. And I know in future shows we're going to talk about the importance of water in more detail. But this is really part of how you help people not just take the action, but also understand. How about the food we eat? What about that?
That's another big aspect I'm going to dive deep into. Just let me say that, again, we are building our body with what we eat. So just try to visualize, everyone, having in one hand a great banana or a carrot or whatever fruit or veggie you love, and in another one, something that is, like a can, fish in a can, or something that is frozen, or some artificial stuff that we are buying in the supermarket because it's easy and efficient and sometimes cheap. So do you want your body to be built with the first option or the second one? And again, what the building blocks are, that's how later your body looks and reacts. So don't expect to look fabulous when you're eating or drinking a crap. And yes, expect to look and feel amazing and be really healthy and thriving when you eat really simple, awesome stuff that I will share with you so much more in the next episode.
Yeah. Well, how about physical activity? And, the things that I love that you're putting together is physical activity and, this idea of supplements. I know we've got a few minutes left, so I wanted to just make sure we get those in. And also for you to tell folks how they can find out more about you.
Okay. So really shortly, I'm sorry, I just would like to tell everything right now to the listeners because I'm so excited about, the opportunity to make people thriving. Okay, so physical activity, there's aerobic and anaerobic. There are two ways. Not every way is for everyone. So we really need to make sure what way to move our bodies and how it's important. Going up the pyramid, then it's supplements and cosmetics. And just everyone who is listening, please look at my website, dragnesfrankel.com. Whenever a new Mad Rebel TV episode is all about natural makeup, you will know more about the cosmetics and why it's so important to use natural cosmetics. I hope you like it. And the top of the pyramid is medicine and art blended together, so aesthetics. So that's the part when you really can make some touch-up if you are willing to really look amazing and if you feel like you need that. Many people after, so many steps in the pyramid feel like, that's okay. I'm feeling and I'm looking good. If someone feels like aesthetic is for them, so there it is. That's the pyramid, Dr. Pat.
Oh, well, you also have a couple of things you're doing. One of the things you're doing is that if people go to your website, they're going to be able to receive a free coaching session. Can you tell folks about that?
Okay, so if you go to my website first, I want everyone to really be inspired and start thriving even today. So please, there is MedRebel TV full of videos on juicing and on natural cosmetics. So just deep down shorts. They're made in a really fun way. I hope everyone can gain some knowledge that they can use right away. So that's the first. The second, what everyone can do, because I really want people to start doing things right now, is the very, very free e-course, the wellness e-course. So you can start today, just enroll into the newsletter and the e-course right on your inbox. And you can, in a very easy way, step by step, see how after 5-6 days, your health is changing, your how you feel is changing, and actually how you look like also. So that's those two aspects. And if someone is willing to get more, I can offer the first 5 people who are going to subscribe and write me. I'm willing to offer a free coaching session. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool because
awesome.
The festival
and how
time
how
is
do
coming.
they? What's the best way to email you? What's your email address for folks?
The email address is dragnesfrankel.com, and you can email me straight away. The first 5 people, you will have the chance to with me and to be coached by me. Can't wait.
I love it. Thank you. I'm looking forward to our next time together. We're going to take a short break, everyone. When we come back, we've got another special feature for all of you. We'll be right back.